Alright, we got a pack of cons of Tark here. We're gonna open up, see what we would first pick. I'm getting a lot better at opening these. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or a comment on how many of these I have opened. But let's go. Swift Kick, 4 mana, 3 colorless, a red. For an instant, target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It fights target creature you don't control. 4 mana to do that is pretty expensive, and the fact that it doesn't give it +1/+1, it's only +1/+0. I don't really like this card, but it's in here. Rush of Battle, 4 mana, 3 colorless, and a white. For a sorcery, creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Warrior creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. 4 mana to give all your creatures +2/+1, I think is okay. If you happen to have warrior creatures and they get lifelink, that's even better. Seriously, yeah, okay. Smoke Teller, 2 mana, 1 colorless, and a green for a 2/2 human shaman. You can also pay 1 colorless and a blue to look at a face-down target creature. So all those morph creatures, you can see what's coming, and you don't have any surprises, and you'll know if there's a Ruthless Ripper under them, you won't block it. Yeah. Sidici's Pet, 4 mana, 3 colorless, and a black for a 1/4 lifelinker. Also has the morph cost of 2 mana, 1 colorless, and a black. It's really rude. That's what it is. I played against it. Attacking into a 2/2 and then it turns into a 1/4 is not cool. Mystic of the Hidden Way. 5 mana, 4 colorless, and a blue for a 3/2. It can't be blocked, and it also has the morph cost of 3 mana, 2 colorless, and a blue. So that's pretty awesome. Summit Prowler, 4 mana, 2 colorless, 2 red for a 4/3 Yeti creature. Woohoo! Sultai Banner, 3 colorless mana, tap it, add blue, black, green. You can also pay blue, black, and green, tap it to sacrifice it, and draw a card off of it. So, mana fixing, and then drawing cards. Awesome. Alabaster Kieran, 4 mana, 3 colorless, and a white, for a flying vigilant 2/3. That's okay, 4 mana for 2/3 is pretty expensive though. Thornwood Falls, blue and green, tapped and enter battlefield tap, and you gain a life when it does. Yay. Wind Scout, Jeskai Wind Scout, 3 mana, 2 colorless, and a blue for a 2/1 flyer with prowess. And prowess, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +1/+1, and it does stack, which is awesome. I like that. Blinding Spray, 5 mana, 4 colorless, and a blue. For an instant, creatures your opponents control gets -4/-0 until end of turn, and you get to draw a card. It's okay. Pine Walker, 5 mana, 3 colorless, 2 green for a 5/5 creature. Whenever it or another creature you control is turned face up, you can untap that creature. It also has a morph cost of 4 mana, and 4 colorless mana, and a green mana. Set Adrift, 6 mana, 5 colorless, and a blue for a sorcery speed, but you can also, it's also got Delve, so you can pay with it by exiling cards out of your graveyard. You get to put target non-land permanent on top of its owner's library. It's an expensive way to get rid of something for a turn. But if you're using Delve, it's actually not as bad as you think in the later times. Alright, and a rare is Nazret Enlightened Master, the Jeskai Khan, I believe. 3 colorless mana, a blue, a red, and a white, for a legendary human monk creature that is probably an airbender, I'm pretty certain. She's a 3/2, and she has First Strike and Hexproof. That's rude. First Strike and Hexproof is mean. It's almost like First Strike and Death Touch, but not. It's First Strike and Hexproof, duh. Whenever she attacks, you have to exile the top 4 cards of your library. Until end of turn, you may cast non-creature cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. Oh gosh, that's rude. That's mean. That's mean. Alright, I'm first picking this guy because not paying for stuff and getting to play it is the best ever, and Hexproof. 6 mana is a little expensive, but there's plenty of mana fixing. You can get to that point, and once you get it out, you're good to go, basically, because you're going to be paying all your stuff that you don't have to. Yeah, I like it. I'll first pick this one. But if you would first pick a different one, let me know in the comments below, like this video, and subscribe for more.